Hello, how are you? Today I brought a wonderful recipe for an afternoon snack for breakfast, and it even works for that evening snack when sometimes we want to eat something different and lighter. You are definitely going to love it. This recipe here is practically zero carbs, high in protein, and absolutely delicious. It's super easy to make, and you can even change up the filling. It's economical, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Stay until the end because you won't want to miss this. Before we start this delicious recipe, which has no flour at all and helps those who want to control their blood sugar, lose weight, and live a healthier life, I want to ask you, how do you actually manage your carbs on a daily basis? Are you thinking about your weight, or are you thinking about your health? Write it for me down below in the comments. I'd love to see your answer. Go ahead and like the video because that helps me out too. And if you know someone who needs to control their carbs or needs healthy ideas, share this video. Let's grow our chain of kindness. And remember, the ingredients with their quantities and the nutritional information to help you fit this into your routine are always listed below in the description. So, the first ingredient I have here is egg white. Remember, egg white is actually 100% protein. Albumin is a protein with high biological value, a very interesting protein for our health. So, it's an excellent addition, zero fat, so very healthy. To our egg white, I'm going to add baking powder. Since I'm only using the egg white here, I want to give you this tip. Below the video, in the description, next to the ingredient list for the egg white, I'll put a video for you if you're looking for what to do with the yolk, because there will be yolks left over here, right? So, I've already made a video talking about how to use egg yolks in a healthy way in your diet. I'll leave that video there if you want tips and ideas. So here I added the baking powder, and what am I going to do? I'm going to beat this until it turns into stiff peaks. You can beat it with a fork, you can use a whisk. I'm going to use this device here, which is an egg white beater to make my life easier, but you can use whatever you find most convenient. So, I'm going to start beating. I'll stop talking now. When it's at the right point, I'll come back. Look, I beat the egg whites until stiff. The whites are completely firm, see? That's really cool. Now, I'm going to take my grated Parmesan, sprinkle it in here, and mix it with a spatula so we can incorporate it into the egg whites without losing the air we've added. So now we mix it like this. And now I'm going to get my baking tray because I'm going to put this mixture in the oven to bake. I'll show you how it turns out in a minute. So I got my baking tray and put this parchment paper here to make it easier to remove later. I'm going to transfer the mixture over here. Let me even scrape it out here. And I'm going to spread it out more or less into a rectangle so we can bake it. I want this to be almost like a dough, so I'm going to level it out to make the thickness as even as possible. I'll be right back to show you how it looks before putting it in the oven because this is going to bake in the oven at 360 degrees. So it turned out like this. Now it's going into the oven real quick and I'll be back soon so we can fill this delicious thing. Hold on. I took it out of the oven. It was in there for 15 minutes and look how amazing this super flexible dough is. I waited for it to cool down so I could handle it. And now I'm going to do the following. I'm going to put some cheese on here. Let me put it like this. And I'm going to add a little bit of green onion and a little bit of tomato so we can fill this delicious thing here. If you wanted to add some basil, that would be really good too, giving it kind of a pizza vibe. Then I'll pop it back in the oven real quick just so the cheese melts and the tomato gets soft, but that's totally up to you. In fact, this dough works really well if you want to use a chicken spread or something else like that, you know? Tuna. Let me know what you prefer. You could even use other vegetables. So now I'm going to add the tomato. I do it like this. I put the tomato here like this, and then I roll it up little by little so it doesn't break because it's a bit firmer. So I do it like this, then here I come, add a few more tomatoes and keep rolling it up. Then I take it over to melt, and in just a bit, I'll be back so we can try it. Hold on. The smell of cheese is so good. As I told you, I put it in the oven, but if you want to use the microwave, the air fryer, or even a sandwich maker, it works too. Because the idea was really just to melt the cheese and have it turn out like this, really delicious. So make it at home and you'll love it, for sure. Look how amazing this is. Now, up close, I'm going to show you the texture of this dough, which is incredible. Look at this. You'll love it. The smell is so good. Make it and then tell me what filling you used. You're going to love it for sure. Give the video a like, it really helps me out, and share it with anyone you think needs it and will also enjoy this idea. Let's grow our chain of kindness. That's what I want here on the channel. Let's try it. Just take a look at how absolutely amazing this is. This is honestly one of the very best low-carb wrap or tortilla doughs that I have ever made in my kitchen. You really need to try making it at home for yourself because I am absolutely positive that you are going to love it, for sure. See you next time. Bye.